Hey, it's Adam from CollectionDX, and today I'm showing you the Yamato Garland. Garland is the name of the mecha in a factory color version. This is in the 1/15th scale. For the record, no, this particular paint scheme does not in any way, shape, form, or fashion show up in the series. When Shogo first gets his bike, it actually looks like the military paint scheme that Yamato has available. So this is sort of, I guess you could say, a what if Shogo had kind of gotten away with just repainting the bike and putting it on the race circuit, like I think he probably would have eventually done. But it looks good. This is a nice silver paint scheme with red striping. And I'm going to kind of take you through it. I'll give you a look at it, a good look at it in both robot mode and bike mode. And of course, I will show you transformation. Alright, and I've flipped the macro mode on here for you. I'm going to give you a close-up of what actually comes in the package. So first, pretty much, if you've had previous release Garlands, it's pretty much the same. You get yourself a Shogo seated figure. This time, though, they've included his racing helmet, which he wears throughout the first film. So that's about it. Otherwise, they give you all the other same standard accessories. The figure is in a seated position. Legs do move, feet move, but he is seated at the waist. You can't stand him up. So I happen to have both Garlands, so this is an extra. You only get one Shogo figure. Don't be confused. They give you... Let me pop him off because we're going to be transforming that in a sec. See how he has the collar. They give you... Let me get that so you can see it. Like he wears throughout the movie. They also give you more of a shoulder pad, military pad. I think, don't quote me, I think he's got something like that on at the end of the first movie. This is a standard head. Again, extra head. They give you the hair pops off. Again, if you've never seen a Garland in person, this is the whole. It's a head that disassembles with the front and back hair pieces attaching. So, then they include one with him wearing goggles and a headset, and like he wears at the end of the movie with the bandana. There you go. So, got those out of the way. Of course, comes with, I think they're calling it a pulse cannon, and does have a slide out action. Doesn't really do anything, but a little extra step in detail painted to the gun. You can tell it's by the same designer of Mospada. They use a lot of the same kind of design gimmicks. A little kind of faux nut bolt thing reminds me of Mospada. There's a little... Looks like that should light up, and it doesn't, unfortunately. And back here, clips off. Again, doesn't do anything, but yeah, nice that they put an extra detail. Solid gun. They of course included a survey card. Now, of course, if I read Japanese, I'd fill it out and send it to them. But I think for a few years off from that, so we'll skip that for now. The other thing they included that's different from other releases, they give you a sticker sheet. I'm going to give you a close-up of those. Like I said at the beginning, this doesn't actually appear in the movies. I think you can look at this as sort of a what if Shogo's repainting the Garland was all he needed to do to get away with this. I think this would have been the what if he got the bike suit, painted and on the racing circuit the way he was probably thinking. I like the Valkyrie style intake markings. These Skull Squadron logo stickers. I like the flames. I may eventually put those on, but for now I'm going to leave these in the package. Eve stickers, racing stripes, checker flag. Nice touch. So they give you some stuff to deck it out and kind of customize it. So, and of course they give you the manual, again, in Japanese. Though this I don't understand. If Yamato USA is actually officially, exporting these to the U.S., could you please give us an English manual? Not that you really need it. I'll show you how to change it in a minute. And of course, Josh B has done a transformation video previously. And of course, they give you a little sheet to show you. You can customize your Garland with all sorts of pretty stickers. So it's nice. They give you a lot of customizing options. So, final thoughts. Yeah, I like it a lot. The changes to the materials have definitely upped the quality control on this. I feel much more comfortable transforming it, picking it up, playing with it. The new Shogo figure is nice. It's a little pricey. I believe it runs around the $160, $170 mark. I will double check that facts, and you can double check that on the site in the written review. Well worth it. I believe it's a little pricier because I'm under the impression this is a much smaller production run than the original Garland. So I really like the paint scheme. It looks good. It looks real. I'm really glad I added this to my collection. Wholeheartedly recommend it. And of course, you can get it at your usual fine retailers. And of course, Yamato USA does have an online store, and you can of course grab yours there as well. And so I'm giving it an A+ recommendation, and a plea to Yamato to please consider now that you've nailed the Garland design and your production quality control and all of that fun stuff is all nailed. I think you guys are doing a great job with this. Please do some of the other mechas. I know there's a hover vehicle. I think it transforms, if I remember the series correctly. Please do something with that. And of course, give us the mecha that BD uses with the different cowling and the slightly different shoulders and arms. I'd like to see that kind of stuff now in the line. But go get it. I know I'm glad I did.